Noble citizens of the globe, welcome back to another episode of the Noble Citizens Podcast. As always, I'm Che. We got Jade.
Hi.
We got Lil Roro.
Hi.
And we came to talk to you again after a little bit of a hiatus. So stay tuned and let's get weird one more again.
Yeah.
Within an hour and a half, there were almost 120 people out there supporting Colin Kaepernick. And what hit me in watching all of this was, why doesn't this get to be an asset to Colin Kaepernick when we know if there had been 200 people out there against him, this would have been proof that the NFL did not want to sign him or couldn't sign him because the risk was simply too great.
Then you put those two pieces of new information together and you're led inevitably to the conclusion that this whole thing was a way for the NFL to smuggle in, Trojan horse style, a waiver that Kaepernick would sign, signing away his rights.
But you're looking into the cameras and you're antagonizing the NFL to tell them to stop running, that we all know the truth, etc., etc. What you're doing is getting in the way of your own aspiration to get back.
I've been ready for 3 years. I've been denied for 3 years. We all know why I came out here, showed it today in front of everybody. We have nothing to hide. So we're waiting for the 32 owners, the 32 teams, Roger Goodell, all of them to stop running. Stop running from the truth, stop running from the people. We're out here, we're ready to play. We're ready to go anywhere. My agent, Jeff Nally, is ready to talk to any team. I interview with any team at any time. I've been ready, I'm staying ready, and I'll continue to be ready. We'll be waiting to hear from Roger Goodell, the NFL, the 32 teams. We'll let you know if we hear from them. Ball's in their court, we're ready to go.
Now, I know the last episode we said that we were going to do this regularly. I am so sorry.
What did I say about just going into the episode?
I mean, we are, but I can't just like continue like, oh, you weren't gone for like 3 years.
Oh my God.
Like this is the next episode. Like I have to preface it with life hit us again. And I know for a lot of people that shouldn't be an excuse, but it was just like, it was so hard. Like this gear we have here was neglected. Like there's dust collecting on this mixer and all other stuff. And there was like a pile of sheets on the table where we record previously. We had to clean that up a little bit. So okay, I'm just not going to say we're going to continue doing this regularly. We're going to aim for it. We are, because we love making this content, but just bear, you know life. You live it too.
Mm-hmm. It happens.
So,
You know life, cuh.
You know life, cuh.
But this is the point. This is the thing.
Straight up.
We actually keep going. That's the you know.
That's true. Like we
the
fall,
message.
but we don't stay down.
Exactly.
We get up. Straight up.
Fall down 8.
Get up 9.
Exactly.
Yeah,
There we
yeah.
go.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Jade run point on this episode because I'm watching football because my fantasy is like on the line every week, giving me
my God.
anxiety. So,
All right. Speaking of football,
speaking
let's
of football,
talk cap.
cap, no cap.
Colin Cap, no cap.
I just want to start. Hold on, before we get into cap, I hate the phrase no cap.
I do too. I don't even know what
I
that means.
hate it so much.
What does that
no
mean?
cap
Yeah.
means like you're not lying. Like if somebody says cap, you're capping. That means you're lying.
Oh.
So when somebody says no cap, like no lie.
Am I that old that I've never heard that before?
I mean, I've heard it. I just never knew what it meant.
You've heard it because it's on the DaBaby song.
Yeah.
He says no cap. Like
Yeah.
I forget one part, but
I just signed a deal. I'm on.
All
well,
right.
that's a song, but
I'm shook. Blah blah blah.
yeah, that song.
I'm just saying the song so she knows what I'm talking about.
yeah, like
He says it. It's like an ad lib. It's like an ad lib in the song.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay.
like he's rapping and then like in the background it's like no cap.
but all these kids are like, oh, you are capping, like bro, no cap. Like shut up, shut up.
I don't
just
know.
say normal shit, okay?
Let the children live.
God.
Dang
Anyway,
it.
sorry.
Well,
sorry.
I learned something today. But go ahead.
Yes, that was definitely new to me. So Colin Kaepernick over the weekend, he had a big workout, right? Mm-hmm. That was put together by the NFL.
That boy's fro is just growing so luxuriously. like he doesn't have like that fro that's like all the way around. Like he has like a little like like thing right here. I don't know what that's called, and then the throw starts from there. It's like I don't know, but he got that Angela Davis thing going on. So
Yes. So as far as I know, okay, this was put together for scouts from 20-something teams to come and watch Cap, because of course he's been out of the NFL for like 3 years, right? And a lot of people have criticized the NFL for the way that they've treated him and the fact that a lot of people think that he's been blackballed out of the NFL.
for sure.
So this is his opportunity to kind of show his stuff and show that he still got it for this, band of 20-something representatives. And it was scheduled at the Atlanta Falcons practice field and all of this stuff. And then come to find out, like 3 hours before the event, he decides to change the location. And basically the NFL saw him as a no-show.
Wait, they saw him as a no-show?
Yeah, they're like, he didn't show up. That's it.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
But like they have video of him.
No. They have video of him, but that was his own. He created this like side event. Like they scheduled
so that at the high school was a side event?
Yes, that was not what they planned. They planned to have it at the Atlanta Falcons practice field. They had things set up a certain way, right? The NFL did. And then 3 hours before, Cap said, I'm not going to that. I want to do it at this high school. Come on by, everybody.
Oh.
And I guess 8 representatives end up showing to the high school football thing.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought that they had moved. I thought the NFL had moved it to a high school.
No, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was a thing about this. Well, first off, a lot of people are saying that, or the people on the side of Colin Kaepernick are saying that this opportunity, in quotes, by the NFL is pretty ingenuous, if that's the word.
Okay, kind of like it's just to show face, right? To show that they're not being, they're not blackballing him and that they're giving him opportunities and all of these things. Okay.
Yeah, but but they're saying it wasn't genuine because of the fact that it's in the middle of a season, and especially it's on a Saturday. On a Saturday, NFL teams are traveling to wherever they got to go, or if they're at home, they're getting ready for the game tomorrow or Monday. So there's only like 2 teams that are not going to be doing anything because they played Thursday. Either that or they have a bye week. So 2 to 4 teams. So with them trying to be like, oh, okay, you know what? Fine. We'll give you your little opportunity. Here we'll have a little workout for you at an event that like no head coaches are going to go to. Like that all the teams probably sent like, their scout or whatever. Like the head coaches, like they're not worried about that. They're worried about the game this Sunday. So there was that. And
apparently they said that he didn't feel comfortable because he felt like they wanted him to sign this waiver. And
like just in case he got hurt or something.
I think so. Yeah. Like a liability waiver. And then also they wouldn't let him film it. It was going to be their film crew type thing. And he wanted his own receivers. He didn't want them to like pick people to receive.
Oh yeah.
Things like that. So he wanted to control the situation basically. But he ended up doing it 3 hours before the scheduled event, changing things, right? So in the NFL's eyes, he didn't show up. Like, you changed it on your own. That's it. We gave you a chance.
I mean, for me, like, for the record, like, I thought when, like, he sued the NFL and then won, like, an undisclosed amount of money and was awarded that money, I thought that, like, that was proven that he was blackballed. And, like, I thought that was it. Like, I thought that was, like, okay, yeah, like, we blackballed you, but here's all the money. Like, here's the X amount of dollars. So, like,
well, that was an amount of money that they were forced to pay him since he won a case.
Right.
Yeah, but I thought that was like the end of like
his wanting to play for the NFL.
To play for the NFL, yeah.
Yeah.
He could easily just go to Canada. He can go to Canada.
Exactly.
He can play in the XFL that's about to start.
That's a lot of people's criticism.
Yeah. I don't know what's coming
back. So, okay. A lot of people are praising him. a lot of people are saying you're taking control of the situation. The NFL tried to play you again, and here you are being this like independent dude and doing things your way. But at the same time, simultaneously, let's look at things the other way. Like, the NFL is an organization that is in charge of these 32 teams, right?
Yep.
And if you want to play with the NFL, you're going to have to play by the NFL's rules. What other player do they do this for? Like, set up this whole thing and, this workouts, all these people fly in to, watch him work out. Like, what other, you're getting this privilege. It's something that's special just for you, right? And at the same time, you turn around 3 hours before and then just do your own thing. Like, do you really want to play with the NFL?
Yeah,
Or
in that aspect, it's kind of crazy.
It's almost like he's sabotaging himself.
I understand that. I don't know if you saw that he was wearing a Kunta Kinte shirt.
Yes, I did see that.
So I understand he still has a mission to bring justice to all people, and especially people of color. But I don't want to say that there's a time and a place for everything, but there comes a point where you just need to do things for yourself. I mean, like it's great. It's amazing that this is a guy who 24/7 is keeping his vision and his statement alive. But at the same time, what are you doing for you?
Right. There's a fine line between, maintaining your individuality and yes, I'm going to stand up for myself, and at the same time wanting a job.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have to follow some kind of rules.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Like
I'm sure he's not hurting.
Oh, for sure. No.
No, definitely not. He's definitely not hurting. But I was going to say, he's standing up for what he was kneeling for. He's standing, like you said, he was standing up for the rights of, people, especially, black people, and that's respectable. But at the same time, like you said, it seems like he's kind of sabotaging himself. Like, I'm kind of overhearing him. I don't say him, but people are like, oh, Cap needs a job. Well, they were trying to give him one.
Yeah.
Remember, we actually got a notification that said that him and the Jets or the Jets are committed to him.
I remember you told me that.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing anything. I just remember you telling me.
It was a notification on the score or something like that said the Jets were ready to commit to signing him or something like that. I mean, maybe it wasn't signing him, but it said something about commitment.
They were very interested or something like that.
Yeah, they were like, I'm kind of like how Charlamagne said on the Breakfast Club this morning, when it comes to him and having a job in football, I'm just kind of over it, keep doing what you're doing, to fight for the people. And the injustices against black people, keep doing it. But I'm kind of overhearing people complain that he doesn't have a job.
I read this article here where somebody's saying on Saturday he showed the maturity and tactical acumen of an elite NFL field general. Kaepernick outmaneuvered the NFL. No matter what the league had in mind, it failed. And then it talks about the fact that it smelled of a sham, that the workout came from the commissioner's office and no team had offered Kaepernick a tryout in 3 years. Why now? And that no media would be allowed to watch the workout. Kaepernick's team would not be allowed to videotape it. The NFL would be the judge, jury, and if it came to that, the executioner. They make it seem like the NFL had something else. They just want to show face, hey, we're giving him a chance. And at the same time, just
Man, I said, I firmly believe that if he would have just went and did it how they wanted him to do it, which is like you said,
apparently he was good.
Every job you have, there's rules. It doesn't. I mean, unless you're even if you're a dope dealer, there's still rules to the game.
The game.
If you rob banks, there's rules. There's rules in everything you do. If you would have just followed the rules.
That reminds me.
He probably would have been signed this week. I guarantee you, he probably would have been signed this week. If
that reminds me of the SNL skit on Saturday.
Wait, which one?
The one about the game. Remember the guy, the drug dealer?
Oh yeah. He was like, "Bro, I don't know if you know what you're doing. I got this. I know it. How does this go in?"
But yeah, it doesn't matter. There's rules and everything. Even as we sit here, recording this podcast,
you have to comply with something.
Exactly.
That's
what I'm saying.
That's funny thing about you have to follow rules to commit crimes.
Yeah. But it's like, like the person said, oh, he outmaneuvered the NFL. No, he outmaneuvered his ass out of a job is what he did. I mean, and he don't need the money. Like I said, he sued the NFL. He won a ton of money. Like, no one knows how much money he won, but it's millions and millions of dollars, I guarantee.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that they think that his side of things was a PR stunt.
That's exactly what a lot of people were saying, and I think it's the same thing. Like, I didn't hear what he said afterwards because I did see a video of him talking, but I was busy and I couldn't really listen to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's just my stance on it. Like, I'm kind of over here. I'm kind of over about people saying like, "Oh, Cap needs a job." Well, you know what? He kind of effed it up for himself, and
what's disappointing too, what's disappointing as well is that, now everybody that was against him previously, now they're like, oh, look what he's doing. You talk about how he's, this, not martyr, but somebody that's like going to go out there and spread a message and all that. And still we give him a chance. And look, he turned around and just canceled it on himself and wanted to do things his way. Look how selfish he is and blah, blah, blah. So all the naysayers, it gives them an excuse to continue naysaying.
Yeah. Well.
You know what I'm saying?
That's just, it's his life. He's got to, live with his decisions.
It's his life, and he's gonna live it. All he wants to do is eat biscuits.
Eat those biscuits, Cap. I'm sorry, I'm kind of sidetracked because Philip
You're
Rivers
still
is
watching this game,
pissing me off right now. Like, dude, I'm losing by like 1 point, and this guy, like, I don't know, like, completing passes for him is hard as hell these days. I don't know, but anyway.
Aside from football, I know something else has been taking your time this week besides school and football.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Would you like to share that with the class?
Ladies and gentlemen, wait, hold on.
Oh, boy.
Did he catch that? Oh, my goodness.
Was that an interception?
Yes, because
Ooh.
he sucks.
Bring out the turnover chain.
Shut up, Jade. Oh my God, I just need one. But now, because of that, now I lost 2 points. Because I don't know why Philip Rivers wants to throw into like triple coverage. Like, bro, just inch your way to the red zone. Like, why? Why do you like
Ronald,
to bomb it?
how are you doing over there?
Why does this guy like to bomb it? This guy loves to just bomb it into double coverage and like throw a bunch of things. Like, he just incompletion, like the interception. Like,
We
bro,
get it. We totally get it.
and oh my God, he's gonna lose the game for me now. And you know what else is bullshit? I had a wide receiver. I had Tyreek Hill on the Chiefs to help me win, and he got hurt. Like, before he can even score any points, he got hurt.
I apologize for your misfortune.
Life, let me tell you something, noble citizens. Life doesn't like me. Life really doesn't. Like, life,
Listen.
like it takes me in ways that
It takes you in ways.
Let me stop.
Listen. Life is difficult, okay? But at the same time, you also have to think that when the difficulty builds up, those are the obstacles that you have to face in order to break through and become everything that you want to be.
I guess so, but right now it sucks. Like, it's just punching me in the face over and over and over and over and over and
Persevere,
over and over
my
and
friend.
over and over and over and over
Persevere.
again. Lord, cooperation is what
Smack
I need.
it back.
Anyway, to get to a brighter note, Disney Plus. Disney Plus is the greatest invention ever. If that's a high note of my life, like in recent times, that is it right there. I've been binge watching the hell out of Even Stevens. That's one of my faves, my
Up
shows.
top.
I'm gonna be moving on to some other movies. I started off with the classics like Sound of Music, and I was starting to watch Mary Poppins, but I was like, nah, let me save that for later.
Sorry, that was funny.
But yeah, I've just been binge watching Even Stevens mainly. Oh, and I've been watching Mandalorian. But yeah, it's just
Amazing,
nothing. No, like, Disney Plus was probably the difference between me being here and me being institutionalized. So thank you,
Wow.
Disney, for being that cushion.
Wow. Well,
So yeah, that's my statement.
I know you talked about the classics.
Disney Plus saved my life.
Wow.
Get that promo deal, boy. Get that sponsor.
Sponsored by Disney Plus.
That would be dope. As
Yo,
hell.
my
Disney,
God.
hit me up, bro. Or sis, I don't know who's running it.
281-330-8004. Hit us up.
Nah, I'll give you my real phone number.
Oh my gosh.
Just hit me
So-
in the DMs. Follow me on the IG at pro.bound. Come on, Disney. Sponsor this episode. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity.
Oh, you're welcome.
So you talked about the classics,
Classics.
but it's interesting because some of our classics, right, are now getting disclaimers before they're played on Disney Plus.
Disclaimers, you say?
Disclaimers. So there are some classic movies, right, that were created decades ago who portray certain characters and certain things, you know, I guess places, people, in ways that are now politically incorrect and unacceptable. And so now there are disclaimers about cultural misappropriation and all of that.
Yeah. Because we were talking about that earlier. And I was asking, like, I wonder what those specific scenes and those incidences are. And I can't help but think in my mind some 40s or 50s movie, and then somebody's just like, oh, look at them darkies over there, you know?
No.
or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Like that was like totally acceptable back then, but it's like, whoa, darkies now. Like yeah, but I would have to see them like specifically because I can't think of any right now.
I know for sure in the Lady and the Tramp movie, the first one, right? The animation, the We Are Siamese cats, they do a little song that's like, we are Siamese, if you please. That was considered culturally and racially inappropriate.
Why?
Because Siamese are a culture and they're associating that with these cats, and it's just a little, I guess, not acceptable by some groups.
Oh, because they're demeaning their culture to just being cats and
A little bit. It's kind of like the stereotypical things, just outdated cultural depiction. So another one they mention is in Peter Pan. There's certain things that are
Peter
shown. Some people think that Aladdin depicts outdated Middle Eastern and Arab culture.
I mean, I
stereotypes.
When was Aladdin made? It was made in the 90s, right?
Yes, 1992 actually, specifically.
I could see like they came up with the idea for Aladdin, and then some people were like, "Ooh, we'll see how that one turned out." Well, they depicted some brown folk. I don't know. We'll see what's up with that one.
Yeah, and a lot of these movies too, like Dumbo, The Jungle Book from way back in the day, Pocahontas, just certain groups like Native Americans, and they're even I remember these ducks. I don't know which movie they're from, but these ducks that kind of look like they're wearing blackface a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, so those kinds of things, they have now disclaimers. So some people are asking, why don't you just pull out those clips or whatever from these movies? Now, what do y'all think about that?
Well, to which I was saying, well, not, that y'all could hear, but previously that I thought I heard something about that they were going to go through all the shows that have these, little blemishes and take them all out. But Jade said that that's not the case. So I don't know what's going on really with that.
I don't know either. All I read somewhere. I mean, I haven't saw for myself. I read somewhere that someone said like if you like enjoy watching The Simpsons, Disney Plus isn't where you want to do it because like they take the violence and that
Oh
stuff
yeah,
out.
because they kind of see it as Disney Plus like softening it up,
Yeah, exactly.
like being too sensitive.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I haven't seen it for myself. But I just read it on Facebook. So I don't know how true it is, but
Well, some people
we can
think
get back to you on it.
some people think that erasing that part of things, right? If you went ahead and went into all of those
It's
things,
history.
not history,
I know,
but
I was
but
just
it's
joking.
but it is it's basically like if you don't know your past and if you don't know what was wrong and what's been done in the past, then you know enough to not repeat it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're aware of what's wrong, so you know in the future how to do it better versus just erasing it and acting like it never existed.
There's just because there's this meme that I don't know if y'all have seen it, but it says like this generation is pretty sensitive for people who grew up on South Park and The Simpsons and stuff like that. And so I, naturally as a Gemini, I'm pretty split on this because I feel like we should respect people's sensitivities to a fault. I think we should, keep things, wholesome, but at the same time, people get a little too sensitive on things that you really, really shouldn't be that sensitive about. Like, it's not that big of a deal, but you can't really tell somebody else like
How to
big
feel
of a
about it,
big of a
right?
deal it is to them because it's, you can't, like, it's their brain, like, it's their person, but it's just a difficult situation sometimes. With
It
that.
is because it's another fine line. It's like, are we growing? Is it a good thing that we're growing to a point where we're aware of how people feel about things, or is it kind of moving back in the sense that now everybody's sensitive about every single thing, that they can't, just experience a joke without feeling some kind of way?
Yeah, we're moving there. Well, I mean, we're kind of already here, but it might be getting larger, that problem.
And at the same time, you have to also consider that it's in some ways really great because people do realize that things are not culturally appropriate all the time, and they're aware of it versus not being aware many, many years ago. It's kind of like one of those things, the flip of a coin.
It's a double-edged sword.
Double-edged sword, absolutely. Absolutely. So, on the flip of the script,
look at the flip of the script.
Flip the script.
Look at the flick of
Yeah.
that script.
Now-
Phil, you got to throw a fucking touchdown pass.
leave Phil alone.
No,
Okay?
I will not leave Phil alone. He's leaving me in the hole. Where am I? Sorry, go ahead. I'll be checking things.
Okay, so Ronald actually had an interesting topic that was discussed in a class the other day. Share it, please.
But I don't remember.
Remember what you told me? There was a journal entry that everybody kind of like went back and forth about, specifically about kids' movies.
Oh yeah, about making like for the example that my professor used was like, so in the new Frozen movie making Elsa gay. How do people feel about that?
So depictions of gay couples and gay love in children's movies.
Yes.
Do
Gay
people
love.
think that's appropriate for kids or not? Right?
Yes.
Okay. What do y'all think?
That's so cringy when people say, like, is that appropriate for children? Like, it happens in life. Like, how is it inappropriate? Like, this is what happens in life. Like, I don't know. Well, I feel like it's a good thing because of the fact that your kids are not going to have questions when they see this in real life and be like, oh, mommy, daddy, those two guys are kissing, or those two girls are kissing. Like, why are they doing that? Like, they're going to know. Like, they're going to, oh, okay, they got a thing. They got something going on.
They got a thing.
I got thing.
They got a little thing.
Ronald,
I don't know, like
share your opinion. It's fine.
it's
With safe
not.
space.
I mean, 'cause I'm not like against gay people, and like kids are like, I mean, I don't want to say kids, but people are gonna like kids are gonna grow into adults, and they're either gonna be gay or they're gonna be straight. But I feel like a lot of kids.
Well, not
Look-
necessarily. There could be a lot of other things.
Yeah,
that
there's a lot of
yeah.
there's a lot of
There's a
stuff
lot.
going on.
There's a
Yes,
lot.
yes.
I'm just talking about gay and straight. I'm not talking about everything in between and on each side of it. I'm talking about gay and straight. I feel like a lot of kids, like a lot of little girls, look up to like Elsa and the Frozen. The whole thing, and I mean. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know if it. Like I said, I'm not against it. I don't know if that would influence kids more to be gay. I don't know.
And
I'm
then-
confused. Like,
and
I
then,
don't know.
And then some people in your class were also kind of expressing that they feel like it's up to a parent on when their kid should see.
yeah, Yeah, there were some people who there's a couple females in my class who said like they would not let their kids watch, like if it comes out, like they will not let their daughters watch it, like at the young age that they're currently at, like they would have to wait some years to see that movie.
Okay. I mean, as far as my opinion, I completely 100% disagree with that. For me, I think similar to Che in what you said, that this is real life, and by placing this thing on it to where it's like this, this topic that children can't see, like we have to have an age limit to showing them gay people, and like, parents have to okay it and sign a permission slip for their child to see gay people. Like, I just feel like, it's almost treating it as if something is wrong with it. It's like this thing that, oh, close your eyes. You can't see these gay people because that's too much for you in your young self. You need to wait till you're 13. Like there's something about that that's making almost like treating gay people like there's something wrong with it or obscene about it.
It's like straight is like just normal whatever. And then, some kid goes to his other friend and be like, you want to see something gay? Yo, you want to see something gay? Yo.
And at the same,
you got to keep it on the low, though. Yeah, no.
And at the same time, for me, what helped me growing up, I think this was like the best intro into understanding what gay was and what that culture is about, is that when I was younger, I saw in a movie, I was probably like, I would say maybe 7 or 8 years old. I don't know. But I saw in a movie this guy that was gay in the film. They mentioned it in the movie I was watching with Mom. And it was Kevin Kline was the actor. I remember specifically. I don't know what movie though. But he in the film portrayed a gay guy, and I turned to Mom and said, "Oh, what's gay?" I had no idea, never heard the word before. No clue, right? I was like, "What's gay?" And I guess she felt uncomfortable in answering the question for me. So she says, "Go and ask Grandma. Go ask Granny."
I guess Grandma would have no problem telling you.
So I went to her. And I don't think Mom at the time knew how Granny was going to react. Like, I don't think she knew, oh yeah, Granny would have the answer. I just think that maybe she felt she was better equipped maybe to answer it, or she just didn't want to answer it, so she's just like pawning it off on her mom. So
like, ask your mother.
So I went into the room, I asked Granny. I was like, "Granny, what's gay?" And she very simply turned to me and she's like, "Oh, it's not kind of like when a guy likes a girl, instead of that, it's a guy that likes a guy." And I was like, "Oh, okay, simple." There was no, "Where'd you hear that? Where did that word come up? Who told you that?" There was none of that, right?
Don't say that vile word in my house. Where did you hear that rubbish?
It was.
Why is she
simple.
British? Right? I'm sorry.
I don't know why she's British.
It probably would have been easier on your ears in a British accent.
But she was literally just, this is matter of factly, this is what it is. And I took it, understood it, I got it. There was no opinion about it. It was just, the fact. And that was it. I understood from there on, and I never had any qualms about it, any issues about it. It just became normal. People are gay. That's it. Like, there's no, this is something that I can't see. This is something not for my eyes. It's obscene. I can't handle it. I'm too young. No, this is life. People are this way, and that's fine. And I think if that is portrayed in kid shows, they're going to have a friend in school that has 2 gay parents. It's going to happen.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So to understand that from a young age and to know that that is normal and that is life, I think it's fine.
Don't hide the kids from real life.
Exactly.
Don't do it.
I mean, don't.
And it'll also put some ease on kids who will actually grow to be gay, or not really grow, but like will realize that they're gay.
For sure.
And it'll set their mind at ease because, oh, like my parents are already, or my environment is already used to this. Like it's not like it was ever sheltered away. So, and because how these gay kids and teenagers and whatnot, like they're always so scared to tell their parents because either they're religious or whatever. Like they're afraid of what people will think. Like everything around them has been straight, but they're like, oh, there's something different about me. So that will definitely put a lot of kids' minds at ease for those who are anxious about feeling different.
Okay. And I think this opinion definitely differs on how you think gay people evolve. You know, for people that think that people choose to be gay or whatever they think, or they're influenced into being gay, of course they're going to think differently, right? Than somebody who just thinks you're gay because you're gay.
Yeah.
You know, thoughts, Ronald?
I mean, it's true. Like, people are going to be gay. Kids are going to see it.
Facts of life.
I mean, feel free.
It is what it is. Like,
yeah,
It is what it is.
but I
is what it
totally
is.
want you to feel comfortable in sharing a different opinion, because guess what?
well, no, well, I understand that, but like I said, like, I've listened in my class. I listened to 20 something other people talk about it. I've heard 20 something other opinions, and like, yeah, I feel my way, which is like how I said, like, it is what it is. And that's just what it, like, that's just how I feel. You know, like,
That's fine.
it's 2019. It's
is.
almost 2020. You might as well just call it the damn 2020 at this point. You know, it's almost 2020.
Right around the
like,
corner.
We're not. This isn't the 80s anymore. You know, this isn't the 90s anymore, where, you know, a lot of things weren't acceptable or socially acceptable. You know, like, you know, tattoos, you know, in the 80s
That's
and
true.
90s were definitely, you know, people like looked at you a different way. Now you can walk into any damn, you walk down the street and there's a guy covered in tattoos, face all the way down to his damn toes.
Yeah.
And it's like normal.
Yeah.
So,
Things change. Times change.
yep.
Of course, for some people, it's always going to remain the same. Some people are going to have the same opinion for the rest of their lives.
I think that's just the old heads, though.
I mean,
these old heads want it to be like 1955, like every year. Like,
Yeah. I just realized what you said.
my goodness,
he's still focused on this game.
bro, I'm gonna
What-
I'm gonna punch this dude in the face, bro. This guy.
Oh my god.
Was that it for the
Hold on.
for
Well,
our topics?
he got a couple of more points. Sorry. I don't know if that was it for the topics. My topic right now is dealing with this guy Phillip Rivers. Like, this guy is driving me up the wall. He threw another interception. He threw 4 interceptions this game. 4.
Clearly, this guy is not on your side.
Like, bro, like he threw a bomb to Mike Williams, who that was great. Like, that gave me a few points. And so, goodness. I just hope that in, like, this projection doesn't make sense. But anyway, but yeah, do we have anything else to talk about?
I mean, nothing tonight, but can I just say that I am very, very excited about this podcast. I think in the future, I would definitely like us to share our opinions, you know, freely, not be afraid to share our opinions if they differ or not, because I think that's what makes it beautiful.
Oh yeah, you know, I'm giving 100. I'm giving 100 right now.
What makes our podcast special is that we show that people that have differing opinions can still discuss and can still talk and still be family and love each other and be amazing.
I just want to close it out with Phillip Rivers. This is exactly why you were voted the greatest quarterback to never go to a Super Bowl. This is why you don't make it to the Super Bowl, because of shit like this. Damn you. Like he's such a good quarterback, but I don't know if it's because of age or if it's because of something else, but he just can't play good. Like, why? Like, he's 4 interceptions? Seriously? Anyway, yeah, I'm done. So, you know,
Oh, can I just say I'm so excited for this weekend because it's the AMAs and I want to see what's going to go down with T Swift. I wanted to say
T Swift.
Swizzle for some reason.
T Swizzle. I would like to see that or hear that performed live with her and T-Pain just once.
Oh yeah.
That'll make that'll help things.
Yeah.
That'd be
But
amazing.
apparently Big
who?
Big Machine Records?
Oh.
Yeah. They have allowed her now to use, apparently, that's what they're saying.
They've allegedly.
They've allowed her to use her music
I
now.
thought this was for another day, people.
I'm just saying. I'm really excited about Sunday because I want to see what goes down. We'll talk about it later, y'all.
Okay, good.
Thanks again for joining us for another episode. As always, it is a pleasure.
Remember to follow us on IG and Twitter at Noble Citizens PC. Search Noble Citizens Podcast on Facebook.
Get on the interwebs and follow me on the Instagram at Ronnie_NCP.
You can also follow me on my Instagram at _JAEDE_.
And you can follow me on the IG at ProBound. That's pro.bound for especially Disney Plus, pro.bound. PRO.BOUND. And just to send off that Disney Plus is amazing. Disney Plus is really amazing. It's the greatest app alive. And Philip Rivers, get your shit together.
Bye, guys.
Deuces.